Do you ever wonder about your online habits? How secure are they? In this digital age, where we spend a significant amount of our time online, security is not a luxury, but a necessity. Whether it's checking emails, shopping, or even managing a business, our lives are intertwined with the internet, making us potential targets for cyber threats. Cybersecurity is the shield that protects us from these threats. But what exactly is cybersecurity? It's a wide-ranging field encompassing everything from securing personal data to defending against large-scale hacks. The sad reality is, cybersecurity threats are on the rise. Hackers are becoming more sophisticated, and the tools they use are evolving at a rapid pace. This makes it crucial for both individuals and businesses to stay updated and adopt best practices for online security. So, if you are curious about how to protect your online world, stay tuned. You are about to learn some practical tips. To protect yourself online, you must first understand what you're up against. The digital world is rife with several types of cyber threats. Let's start with phishing. This is a deceptive method where the attacker pretends to be a trustworthy entity to steal sensitive information. Then we have malware, a malicious software designed to cause damage to your system or network. Ransomware is another threat, a type of malware if you will, but it locks your system and demands a ransom to give you access back. Lastly, identity theft, a threat that involves stealing personal information to commit fraud. Each of these threats can cause significant harm to individuals and businesses alike. They can lead to financial loss, reputational damage, and can even jeopardize your personal safety. Armed with this knowledge, you can now take steps to protect yourself and your business from these threats. Now that you understand the threats, you can take measures to enhance your online security. Let's start with the most basic yet powerful weapon in your arsenal, the password. It's your first line of defense against unauthorized access. Opt for strong, unique passwords that are a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols. To make it harder for cybercriminals, avoid using obvious choices like your birth date, name, or password 123. Using a password manager can make this task easier and more secure. Next, we move on to two-factor authentication, also known as 2FA. It provides an extra layer of security by requiring not only your password and username, but also something that only you possess, like a piece of information or a physical object. This could be a fingerprint, a text message with a code sent to your phone, or even a facial scan. If a cybercriminal somehow gets your password, they still can't access your account without this second factor. Now, let's talk about software updates. You know those annoying pop-ups that remind you to update your software or apps? They're actually very important. Updates often include patches for security holes that hackers could exploit, so don't procrastinate on those updates. They're your shield against potential threats. Finally, stay vigilant online. The internet is full of traps set by cybercriminals. Be wary of suspicious emails, attachments, or websites. They might be phishing attempts aiming to trick you into revealing sensitive information. Always double-check the source before clicking on any links or downloading any files. And remember, cybersecurity isn't a one-time thing. It's an ongoing process. You need to stay updated with the latest threats and security measures. It's like a game of cat and mouse, where you always need to be one step ahead of the cyber criminals. By implementing these practices, you significantly decrease your chances of falling victim to cyber threats. Scene script. Businesses face even greater cyber risks, but there are additional measures they can take. Naturally, the stakes are higher for businesses when it comes to cybersecurity, given the sheer volume of sensitive data they handle. But don't worry, there's a lot you can do to safeguard your organization. Here's where it starts: training your employees. An informed team is your first line of defense against cyber threats. Make sure everyone in your organization understands the basics of cybersecurity. This includes recognizing suspicious emails or links, the importance of strong, unique passwords, and keeping software and devices updated. Regular training sessions can help keep this knowledge fresh and top of mind. Next, let's talk about backing up data. In the unfortunate event of a data breach, having a backup can be a lifesaver. Regularly backing up data ensures that even if your primary data is compromised, you'll still have access to a safe copy. This should be done on secure encrypted platforms, and the backup data should be tested regularly to make sure it can be restored if needed. Now onto secure networks. It's crucial for businesses to use secure and encrypted networks to protect sensitive information. This includes using virtual private networks or VPNs, especially when employees are working remotely or using public Wi-Fi. And here's something you might not have thought of: having a response plan in place. Cyber attacks can happen to any business, no matter how many precautions are taken. A well-thought-out response plan can drastically reduce the damage caused by a cyber attack. This plan should outline the steps to be taken immediately after a breach is detected, including who to contact, how to contain the breach, and how to communicate about the incident both internally and externally. Implementing these measures might seem daunting, but remember, cybersecurity is a journey, not a destination. The online landscape is ever-changing, and staying secure means continuously adapting and learning. With these practices in place, businesses can greatly enhance their online security. Let's quickly recap what we've learned today. We dive deep into the realm of cybersecurity, understanding its significance in our increasingly digital lives. We shed light on the lurking cyber threats, making it clear that anyone with an online presence, individuals and businesses alike, can be a potential target. We then explored the best practices for cybersecurity, emphasizing the need for strong, unique passwords, regular software updates, and the prudent use of social media. Remember, these practices are not just for individuals, but are equally crucial for businesses aiming to safeguard their sensitive data. For businesses, we offered some additional tips such as employee training, implementing multi-factor authentication, and regular audits. These measures can significantly strengthen your cybersecurity framework and protect your business from potential threats. In conclusion, whether you're an individual or a business, understanding cyber threats and implementing cybersecurity best practices is paramount. Remember, in the digital world, your security is in your hands. Stay safe and stay protected.